Welcome to Growth Through Thought. Today we unravel the complex tapestry of addiction, seeking wisdom beyond mere symptoms and behaviors. Addiction is often misunderstood as a simple failure of willpower, but it is actually a desperate attempt to escape suffering. We tend to ask why the addiction holds such power, but we rarely stop to ask why the pain exists originally. By combining the modern insights of Gabor Maté with the timeless wisdom of Carl Jung, we can find a new path. We will explore how addiction serves as a coping mechanism, a spiritual quest gone wrong, and a cry for connection. This journey requires us to look into the shadows of our own minds and confront the truths we often ignore. It is not about the substance itself, but about what the substance provides for the person who is in deep pain. Let us begin by deconstructing the standard view of addiction and replacing judgment with a profound sense of human curiosity. Gabor Maté, a renowned expert on addiction, argues that we must stop looking at the bad behavior and look deeper. He suggests that the fundamental question is not why the addiction, but rather, why the pain that drives the addiction. Addiction is essentially a response to human suffering, a way to soothe the distress that feels impossible to bear alone. For a brief moment, the substance provides what life does not, a sense of peace, control, or freedom from pain. We must understand that the addict is not seeking the drug itself, but the temporary state of relief it brings. From a scientific perspective, these substances hijack the brain's natural reward system, which is actually designed for survival and connection. It functions as an emotional anesthetic, numbing the raw wounds that have been left open by past experiences and trauma. When we suppress our pain without healing it, it demands to be heard, often manifesting through destructive habits and compulsions. Maté emphasizes that almost all severe addictions can be traced back to significant trauma experienced during the formative years. This trauma is not always physical abuse. It is often the absence of the emotional support that a child needs. When a child's environment is unsafe or lacking in love, their developing brain wires itself for defense rather than connection. This creates a profound internal void, a sense of emptiness that the individual spends the rest of their life filling. The addiction becomes a substitute for the self-worth and security that was never cultivated during those critical early years. We try to fit external solutions into internal problems, hoping that money, status, or substances will finally make us whole. This personal trauma is amplified by a society that promotes isolation and values material success over genuine human connection. We are promised happiness through consumption, yet we find ourselves more lonely, anxious, and prone to addiction than ever before. Maté's approach teaches us that we cannot punish pain out of people. We can only heal it through compassion. Breaking the cycle requires understanding that the addiction served a purpose. It saved the person when nothing else could. But now, that survival mechanism has become a threat, and the adult must learn new ways to soothe the inner child. Now we turn to Carl Jung, who viewed addiction through a lens that was less biological and more deeply spiritual. Jung famously corresponded with the founders of Alcoholics Anonymous, stating that the craving for alcohol is a spiritual thirst. He used the Latin phrase spiritus contra spiritum, meaning spirits against spirit, highlighting the paradox of seeking God in a bottle. The addict is actually searching for wholeness, for a connection to something greater than their limited, painful ego. However, they seek this divine connection in the wrong place, mistaking the high of intoxication for spiritual union. Jung believed that addiction is often a flight from the shadow, the darker parts of ourselves we refuse to acknowledge. By running from our pain and our flaws, we give them power, and they manifest as uncontrollable compulsions and addictions. The descent into addiction is a dark night of the soul, a perilous journey into the unconscious without a guide. Recovery, for Jung, involves facing these storms and integrating the shadow, rather than trying to destroy or escape it. He called this process individuation, the journey of becoming the person you were truly meant to be, fully integrated. Only by accepting our darkness can we find the light. The cure for addiction is not sobriety, but connection. This brings us back to the famous rat park experiment, which proved that environment plays a crucial role in addiction. When rats were given a community and a happy life, they ignored the drugged water, preferring connection over intoxication. Human beings are no different. We have built a society that resembles the isolated cage, not the happy park. We are hyper-connected digitally, but emotionally starved, creating the perfect breeding ground for all forms of modern addiction. We seek dopamine hits from screens to fill the void left by the lack of genuine intimacy and community purpose. The opposite of addiction is not sobriety. The opposite of addiction is connection, as journalist Johann Hari famously summarized. Healing begins when we step out of isolation and share our shame with safe people who will not judge us. Both Jung and Maté agree that the human psyche has an innate capacity to heal if given the right conditions. We must cultivate environments where vulnerability is strength and where emotional pain is met with curiosity, not condemnation. Recovery is a process of rewiring the brain, teaching it that safety comes from connection, not from substances. Creative expression allows us to channel the energy of addiction into something life-affirming, turning poison into medicine. When we heal ourselves, we also heal the generations that follow, stopping the transmission of trauma to our children. We must drop the masks we wear to survive and dare to show our true, imperfect selves to the world. The journey out of addiction is a waking up, a realization that we are worthy of love exactly as we are. We find that the spiritual connection we sought in the bottle was actually found in the eyes of others. Maté gives us the compassion to understand the origin, and Jung gives us the map to find the meaning. Your wounds are not just sources of pain, they are the cracks where the light enters your soul. If you are struggling, know that your pain is valid, your trauma is real, but your healing is possible. Like a seed in the dark soil, you are not buried, you are planted, waiting for the right conditions to grow. The path is not easy, and it is rarely a straight line, but it is the most important journey you will take. We invite you to explore their works deeper, to understand the mechanisms of your own mind and your own heart. You are a part of a vast, interconnected web of life, and your healing contributes to the healing of the world. Look into the mirror today and try to see the wounded child behind the eyes, and offer them love. Nature reminds us that growth takes time. There is no rush, only the steady rhythm of recovery and life. Hold on to hope. It is the anchor that keeps you steady when the waves of addiction try to pull you away. Protect your spark. Nurture it with healthy habits, good people, and the wisdom of those who have walked this path. Every step away from addiction is a step towards your true self, the person you were always meant to be. In the darkness of addiction, remember that even the darkest night is just a canvas for the brightest stars. Service to others is often the final step in recovery. By helping others heal, we solidify our own healing. Let your new life grow over the ruins of the old. Do not regret the past, but build upon it. Transformation is painful, but the butterfly does not question the darkness of the cocoon. It simply becomes something new. Addiction does not discriminate, and neither does recovery. This path is open to anyone willing to do the work. Let your values be your compass. Realign your life with what truly matters to you, not what the addiction demands. Knowledge is power. Understanding the psychology of addiction strips it of its mystery and reduces its hold on you. Let the waves of compassion wash away the shame. You are not your addiction. You are the person experiencing it. Ground yourself in the present moment. Anxiety lives in the future, depression in the past, but peace is here. Give yourself time. You did not become addicted in a day, and you will not be fully healed in a day. Reconnect with your body. Trauma is stored in the tissues, and movement can help release the stuck energy within. Celebrate small victories. Every day of sobriety, every moment of connection, is a triumph worth acknowledging and celebrating. Reach out to those you have hurt. Making amends is part of clearing the wreckage of the past to move forward. We must build bridges, not walls. Isolation feeds addiction, while community and understanding starve it of its power. Find joy in simple things. The dopamine from a sunset or a good meal is subtler, but far more sustainable. Create a safe home within yourself. You must become the safe parent to your inner child that you never had. Your past turbulence does not define your future peace. Even the most violent volcano can become a fertile valley. Visualize your life without addiction. What does it look like? Who are you with? Hold that image in your mind. Surrender is not defeat. It is accepting that you cannot control everything and finding peace in the flow of life. Balance is key. Jung taught that extreme behaviors lead to extreme corrections. Seek the middle path in all things. Find your flow state. Engaging in activities that make you lose track of time is a healthy way to escape. Purpose is the ultimate antidote. When your life has meaning, the need to escape from it diminishes significantly. Let go of the need to control outcomes. Trust that if you do the next right thing, the results will follow. Rest is essential. A tired mind is vulnerable to old habits. Prioritize your sleep and your physical well-being. Awareness is the first step. Once you see the patterns, you cannot unsee them, and change becomes inevitable. While biology plays a role, it is not destiny. Epigenetics shows us that our environment and choices can change us. Do not be afraid to ask for help. Independence is a myth. We are all interdependent and need each other. Orient yourself towards the light. Surround yourself with people and places that uplift you rather than drag you down. You hold the key to your own prison. The door was never locked from the outside. You can choose to leave. Imagine your future self thanking you for the hard choices you are making today. You are building a legacy. Let your emotions flow like water. Do not dam them up, or they will eventually break the barrier and drown you. Mindfulness practice acts as a shower for the brain, clearing away the sticky residue of negative thoughts and cravings. Learn to sit with discomfort. It is just a sensation, a wave that will pass if you do not react. The only way out is through. You must walk through the dark forest of your trauma to reach the meadow. You do not need to fight anymore. The war against yourself is over. You can lay down your weapons and rest. Embrace the child within you. Tell them they are safe now, that you are in charge, and you will protect them. Like the phoenix, you can rise from the ashes of your addiction. Your past destruction can fuel your future rebirth. Clouds come and go, but the sky remains. You are the sky, not the weather. Your addiction is just passing weather. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have. It is a powerful tool for rewiring the brain. Share your story. Your survival can become someone else's survival guide. There is purpose in your pain if you share it. Set sail towards a new horizon. You are the captain of your soul. The storm has passed. Navigate towards peace. Honesty is the foundation of recovery. Be rigorously honest with yourself, and the chains of addiction will begin to loosen. We cannot change the past, but we can change how the past affects us today. The power is in the present. Take it one step at a time. Do not look at the whole mountain. Just look at the ground before your feet. It is okay to cry. Tears release stress hormones. They are the body's natural way of washing away the pain. Intimacy is the cure. Deep, safe, non-sexual intimacy with friends and family fills the void that addiction tried to fill. Turn the page. You are the author of your life. The next chapter has not been written yet. Make it beautiful. Feel everything. The numbness is gone. The joy, the sadness, the anger, welcome them all as guests in your house. Spring always follows winter. No matter how long your winter has been, the bloom of recovery is inevitable if you persist. Embrace imperfection. You do not need to be perfect to be loved. You just need to be real and present. Humility allows us to learn. When we admit we do not have all the answers, we open ourselves to new solutions. It takes courage to swim upstream in a culture of addiction. Be proud of your strength to be different and healthy. Listen to your heart. It knows the way. It has been waiting for you to stop numbing it so it can speak. Breathe. The breath is the bridge between the mind and the body. When you are anxious, return to your breath. Beauty is healing. Seek out beauty in art, nature, and people. It nourishes the soul and elevates the spirit. Animals can be great healers. Their unconditional love teaches us that we are lovable just by existing, without conditions. Build healthy boundaries. Learn to say no. Protecting your peace is not selfish. It is necessary for your survival. Curate your environment. Remove the triggers and the people who enable your addiction. Choose your circle wisely. Nourish your body. Good food is the fuel for a clear mind. Treat your body like the temple it is. Your recovery ripples out. It affects your family, your friends, and your community. You are changing the world by changing yourself. Forgive your past self. They were doing the best they could with the tools they had. You know better now. Replace the artificial high with the natural high of achievement, exercise, and overcoming challenges. It is harder, but real. Explore your inner world. There are treasures within you that addiction kept hidden. Go find them and share them. Meditation teaches us to observe cravings without acting on them. We learn that we are the observer, not the feeling. Your life may feel broken, but you can rearrange the pieces into a mosaic that is even more beautiful than before. Kindness is a currency that never devalues. Be kind to others and you will find it easier to be kind to yourself. Forget forever. Just focus on today. Forever is too heavy a burden to carry. Today is manageable, just for today. Set goals. Addiction keeps us stuck in a loop. Goals give us a linear direction and a reason to wake up. Cleanse yourself daily. Not just your body, but your mind. Wash away the negativity of the world before you sleep. Look for the lighthouses. There are people who have navigated these waters before you. Let their light guide you home. Learn to self-soothe. When the world is too much, retreat into your own sanctuary rather than escaping into oblivion. Life finds a way. No matter how dead you feel inside, the spark of life is resilient and waiting to ignite. Watch your thoughts like leaves floating down a river. You do not have to dive in and drown in them. Time creates distance. The further you get from your last use, the fainter the voice of addiction becomes. Laughter is medicine. Find reasons to laugh. It releases tension and reminds you that life can still be fun without drugs. We are all in this together. Your struggle is the human struggle. You are never as alone as you think you are. Aim high. Do not just settle for survival. Aim for a life that is so good you have no desire to escape. I believe in you. Even if you do not believe in yourself yet, borrow my belief. You can do this. Growth takes time. Be patient with your roots. They are growing deep so that you can stand tall in the storm. The sky is the limit. Once the chains of addiction are broken, you are free to fly as high as you wish. Walk towards the light. Keep your face to the sunshine, and the shadows will fall behind you. Keep moving forward. We honor the wisdom of Jung and Maté. They lit the torch, but you must carry it on your own path. Feel your heart beating. That is the rhythm of life. As long as it beats, there is hope for a new beginning. Life is a precious gift. Do not waste another moment of it in the darkness. Step into the light and live. Thank you for watching Growth Through Thought. May you find the connection you seek. Subscribe for more journeys into the mind.